Good evening. We're going to be talking about uh, basically a saying. It's called Pennywise, dollar foolish. And what this means is basically it is a saying that is basically goes by you worrying about small things that basically doesn't cost that much over bigger things that do cost so much or do make a big impact. Okay, for example, I'll give you an example of, I'll give a few examples of penny wise, dollar foolish. For example, it's many relationships that it started. Okay, basically the relationship ended in an argument over, let's just say, for example, the wife or spouse did not throw out the trash. Wife, came home early or came home from work and she saw her husband did not throw out the trash. Okay. So when the husband came home, she went into a tirade, got into a heated argument. The husband just left. He just left. He went to go get a hotel room. And long story short, they had to basically file divorce for irreconcilable differences. That's it's not even that extreme, but that is a penny wise, dollar foolish uh, decision. You worrying about trash, which the cost of trash is it's not even worth a dollar. Okay, unless you had something of value in it. But most trash is just rubbish, right? It's nothing. It's just might be some uh, aluminum foil in there. You know might be some cans. You know Excuse me, I lost connection briefly, but basically, that idea, what I mentioned as far as the wife basically getting upset with her husband because he didn't throw out the trash, it goes into a situation where it becomes a heated engagement. Husband leaves, go get a hotel room, then ultimately might, has to go sleep with his sleep over his mom's house, and then ultimately, you know, file divorce because it's a long-term separation. That's a penny wise dollar foolish decision. Okay. Um, you could even flip it around, you know, husband, basically, let's just say a couple, it's the same scenario, but let's see what a guy probably be pissed off about. A bunch of hair weave in the pipes, clogging up the pipes in the sink basin and in the bathroom. He just goes ballistic, gets in a heated exchange. Then the the wife goes to go live with her mom's house for a while. Then they get separated and get divorced. That's a penny wise, dollar foolish argument situation, because ultimately, the result of that is a divorce, and then you got to pay alimony, then child support, then you got to go visit your kids versus they're with you. You're losing a lot because of some hair weave. You met the chick, she had hair weave, she was okay, enough for you to marry her, but you go ballistic because you had enough of the hair weave clogging up the sink basin, the pipes in the sink basin. The plumber, you got tired of calling the plumber, but what? The plumber was what? He solved the issue for about $65, which is typical hours call for a plumber. But you just, it's like, I had enough, and this is, basically you just went ballistic because you just wanted to go in, shave, take a shower, 3 S's, shave, shower, and shit. You go take a shave, you already took a shower, you already took a dump. You go in the sink basin to, turn the water on to shave, and then the sink basin is clogged up. And you know why it's clogged up? Because you can see like a couple strands of hair in the sink basin, in the drain, and you immediately go into a tirade, and then you start yelling at your, wife that you knew wear weave because you chose her and she wore weave. That's what she had. And, it's not like she just started wearing weave. You went out on your first date, she had a weave on. Okay. She was unbelievable and you was okay with it. And it's, so you go in a tirade, and same scenario. She it's a long-term separation, divorce court, alimony, child support, over a $65 service call. You would have been better off, it'd have been cheaper for you to go take a plumbing course and become a plumber, or that's like worst case scenario, right? Or just basically have an account just for a plumber, literally for your wife's um you know weave problem, what I'm saying, with the sink basin. Or hell, just, I mean, it's a sink. You could just pretty much, you could make it like a kitchen sink where you put a freaking garbage disposal in the sink. Like a plumber will laugh his ass off installing a garbage disposal in a sink basin, in a bathroom, but he'll get a kick out of it, but he can certainly do it. And you do that, charge is probably like $150. And then every time the freaking thing gets clogged up, just start, you turn the little garbage thing going, and then wife is kind of pissed off, like side eye, like, damn, he got to do that again, but you don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You just deal with the situation versus you going to the extreme, going into a tirade. Now you got to pay $1,500 for child support plus a year of alimony, which is like $500 a month. So you paying $2,000 a month to basically the first year of your divorce because you got upset of basically most pipes in a house are PVC plastic because of clogged pipe, which ultimately you can find on YouTube how to unclog a sink basin pipe, how to even turn it off. Most of it is just basically you can turn by hand. You don't even need to use any like a monkey wrench or anything like that, or a pipe wrench. Most piping nowadays, a lot of it is PVC plastic, twist on tight, tighten it up with your hand basically. And then you just basically rip, take all of the whatever's clogged in the sink basin and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is that nonetheless, that is a Pennywise dollar foolish mistake, basically. Another Pennywise dollar foolish mistake a lot of people do is it primarily a lot of women do this too. You go get these brand new cars, right? You go get the car note or whatever car, you get the car note, right? Okay. And then you drive the car, you put gas in the car, you get the car washed, you get, get your car waxed, vacuumed out, detailed, do all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then basically you forget one thing. You're driving a machine. And machines have mechanical parts. And then you forget to get your oil changed. You go through summer, spring, fall, winter, years, no oil change. You just get in the car, gas and go, gas and go, gas and go. Detail, car wash, detail, car wash. Your car clean, brand new. Gas and go, gas and go. Don't check the fluids, just gas and go. Then next thing you know, after about fourth year, you ain't even done paying your car payment off, your car loan payment off. You got 1 year left. Then you hear you ain't paid for a $20 oil change a couple times a year. You ain't even put no oil in your car. You ain't put no oil treatment, nothing. You just gas and go, gas and go, gas and go. Then basically you got a clunker at a 4-year-old car. Like, for example, you got a 2016, well, let's just say 2017 and 2021, and it's already a clunker. Like a 2017 car should be like, man, that's like To me, that's a brand new car. Like, I mean, that's an ultimate used car to get a car that's only 3-4 years old. It's already the engine sound cluck, 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 cluck. Like it's already knocking because you gas and go, gas and go, gas and go. You know, car wash detail, you know, every now and again, you know, to go out, hang with the you know, girls' night out. Then you got the situation where you got just a 4-year-old car. You got a year left on your car payment. You owe thousands of dollars on the car. Now you got to go get you another car. You got to go get you a whole nother car. You ain't got no warranty expired. And then the broke genius buys your car for $1,000 at the auction or whatever, or anybody else that buys cars, and you just swaps the engine out and they still got a 2017 car, you know. Pennywise dollar foolish. $20 oil change, which would be like really ideally you want to get your oil change at least 3 times a year, primarily, you know, before winter, after like winter, springtime, right before like the end of summer going into to fall, at least 3 times a year. Obviously, I'll even give you another pointer. You need to put oil treatment in your car at least, you know, at least once a year. And definitely in between oil changes. Definitely in between. That's the key. Like in between oil changes. Now, you know, like I said, pretty much the amount of $60 costs you your brand new car, which ideally, if you get a brand new car, it's only 4 years old. You got like maybe a year left to pay on it. You know, that car should last you like at least a brand new car. It should last you at least about, in today's standards, 6 to 8 years. 6 to 8 years. You can get use out of it. But primarily, most people a lot of people have used cars. You know, like my car, one of my cars is a 2003. Okay, I'm still rolling. It's my everyday driver. Okay, so think about that. So that's a 18-year-old car. So you think how long your car should last with all the modern day technology, equipment, sensors, all of the, you know, bells and whistles. I mean, a car should definitely, you know, last 10 years, especially certain cars like Toyotas, Nissans, Mazdas, Hondas definitely would be in that category. I mean, you got it clunked out 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just Pennywise dollar foolish. I mean, you know, you got you a new car. You should get your car, you know, checked in, go to the shop, have, you know, a car is like a human body. You got to get you at least a checkup every year. You know, your mechanic be like, when the last time you changed your oil? You got to go to the shop so the mechanic can ask you that question, because you don't know. I mean, you know, women usually don't know about cars, man. Women, you know, women and machines a lot of times just terrible. You know, it's just not taught how machines work. You know, how lubrication works and stuff like that. I'm not talking about in the bedroom. I'm talking about cars, machines. But it's just, you know, guys do the same shit too. I seen guys don't need, you know, don't be checking their oil, don't be checking fluids, don't change their oil, be rough on cars, driving too fast. Then you know, I got my dash cam, and then I take the footage home and upload it on Facebook, because you done hit the light pole and you just sitting there waiting on the ambulance to come and the fire truck. Man, I had a footage. The time, like one snowfall, it was somebody in a freaking small pond. They drove off the expressway and went into a damn pond. I didn't even get the footage because I was on the far left side of the expressway. The car was in a ditch in a pond on the right side of the expressway, going fast as hell. Probably just slid and fell into a little pond off the side of the highway. And it's just like basically it's a Pennywise dollar foolish know decision. Because I mean, basically, you go get you a checkup, because it's just something you do, especially, like you yourself personally, if you're, far as health wise, your body, you could go get your physical, at least, you say once a year. It's the same thing with a car, no different. Because your mechanic, everybody needs a good mechanic, a lawyer, doctor, dentist, what else? Ideally a personal trainer as well. Those things is definitely, I know I'm missing something else, but definitely those are just like prerequisites, right? So if you go take your car to the shop once a year, your mechanic gonna ask you some questions, and they gonna help you kind of get out of the idiocracy of not changing your oil. I mean, at the very least, they're gonna change your oil for you, check your tire pressure, just routine maintenance stuff. And that will get you along, situation where your car actually lasts as long as it should last. But a lot of people, like I say, gas and go, detail. They're good. People don't like, a lot of women, they don't miss out on no car wash. What's going on, Soul Shader? They don't miss out on no car wash, no detail either. A lot of women, shoot, they don't even want to pay that detail fee, because details, man, they cost a lot of money. To detail your car is about $75. And really, like a full detail to make it like almost brand new, over $100. But they getting that car washed. They best believe, man, they got that brand new whatever they got, they getting that car wash, buddy. And then definitely they getting their gas, and they gone. But they forget the internal mechanics of inside the vehicle. You got pistons going up and down, up and down, up and down, friction, viscosity, oil, sludge. And then when the oil gets thin, it's wearing and tearing on those parts, on those pistons, on those rings, on those valves. Then next thing you know, after the damage is done, it's already done. And it's too late. Oil change is not going to help you in that situation. You got engine damage. And having like I said, an oil treatment, the real thick oil, that's all it is. It's like real thick oil. And having your regular oil changes, at the very least, I know it's women that don't ever get their oil change. Like a lot of people just in general, men and women, don't get their oil change. They go years without getting their oil change. At the very least, if you could just get your oil change one time a year, and then get some good oil treatment, that'll give your life, your engine life, a fighting chance. But like I say, I see a lot more with women. I just have to say, even my sister, man, my sister is a car destroyer. She is sent here from another planet to destroy vehicles. Gas, go. Gas and go. Gas, go. Radio on, gas, go. Like, I mean, literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's, I ain't even going into other stuff. Like, you need wheel alignments, so they can check if you need ball joints and tie rods. Like I just got put on my vehicle. I didn't get ball joints put on, but tie rods. You need, sway bar links, changing transmission fluid. See, this is the value of a man. See, they're not making that many, men like myself. I'm the last of a dying breed. Someone that is like a mechanic type, handyman, changing tires, they say over 60% or something like that of people do not know how to change a tire. And women is like almost 90% or something like that. It's very, very high. So you literally need a man right there alone. You need a man. It's like, it's no exception, because literally let's just say all the roadside assistance guys went on strike because they joined say that they joined MGTOW. All of the roadside assistants joined MGTOW. They not helping nobody on the side of the road anymore, especially women. And it's like, you literally just have to go call Uber to get you to just basically come get you, and then you leave your car on the side of the road because you need men. Absolutely. I'll even say that is a Pennywise dollar foolish decision. Oh, I'm not, I'll stay single forever. I'll be single for life. Just me and old Poochie. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be single for the rest of my life. I don't care if I ever get a man. I don't even care about it. Pennywise dollar foolish decision. Yes, it is. And yes, I can break it down. It's so easy. Basically, how much do you value your life? Most women, look it up. I wanted to be a detective. I actually wanted to be a cop. I applied for the Illinois State Police Merit Board, got accepted, but you had to, fulfill requirements and shit like that. But I actually literally legit wanted to be a cop. Okay. Most of the statistics on women and violence, look it up. Most of the women that have been burglarized, raped, murdered, all acts of, any type of violent crime towards women is usually when they're by themselves. So the question is, how much is your life? Like my sensei used to, one of my sensei, he used to say it, and I never forget. He said, how much is your life to you? Is your life just, I think at the time he was charging $95 a month. If your life is just $95 a month, is that's all you worth? You just $95 a month? Like, that's really kicking your ass, paying $95 a month? Like, I mean, the thing about it is, how what is your value? Like, literally. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the thing is that it's a thing where women don't understand the value of, a lot of women don't understand the value of men, and then women don't even understand their value and where they stand when they're by themselves and they don't have a man around, how vulnerable they are, where they literally, like, I mean, to be honest, I mean, women are at the bequest of men. I was in the military. If it wasn't for the military is what holds tyranny and invaders and all other countries and everything from everybody, especially women. Okay. Go ask your grandpa. Go ask your great grandpa a smart grandpa that knows about World War II. Go. This is a freaking homework assignment. Ask your grandfather, whether it be your great grandfather, any of your grandfathers that's over 50 to 60 years old. Ask them what happened, Grandpa. What happened to Nazi Germany when the Russians ultimately invaded after pretty much in the preliminaries of the end of the World War II. Yeah, ask your grandpa what happened. What did Grandpa? What did the soldiers do? What did the Russian soldiers do to the women, to all of the women, young and old, in Russia when they invaded Russia? I mean, when they invaded Nazi Germany in World War II towards the end. Go ask your grandpa, especially if they 70, 80 years old, 90 years old, and they still have some type of brain faculties. Yeah, ask them. And they'll tell you. But yeah, I mean, women are at the bequest of men. Okay, broke jeans. You're a male chauvinist. You're misogynist. Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a rat's patooey what you think I am. You know, the end of the day, nature is nature, and the thing about nature is beautiful. Like these plants that I'm looking at, my little arrow garden that I'm looking at, that I'm waiting for my little sprouts to pop up. It's beautiful, but it is also terror. Uh, uh, um, it's also horrible and nasty and cruel too, and unfair and all this other stuff at times, or a lot of times. So um, the thing about it is, I'm right because the reality of basically where you sit in life. What if I was born, you know, a woman, I would have acted accordingly. I was born a man, I act accordingly. And men know when you say certain things and you fly off the lip, it's a situation where you might get in a fist fight. And then where I am in Chicago, basically that's a gunfight. A lot of times, a lot of these guys don't even fight because they that's the standard, that they don't want to fight. A lot of them can't because they was raised by single mothers. They wasn't raised around men a lot of times. So a lot of them are quote unquote bitch made, basically, where they don't know nothing but a gun. They once they get their first gun, that's their god. You know, that gun becomes their god, and they use that to shoot other people. And you get them without that gun, you know, is looking like Martin Lawrence on that episode when he got in the ring with Tommy Hearns because he can't fight. You know, um, so I mean, I say all of that to say basically, a lot of times, we all make Pennywise dollar foolish decisions. We all make decisions that basically cost us more than what they're worth. Like my late sister, she was worried about dishes. I used to live with my sister. I said it many times. Like, she was worried about, like, she used to hide dishes, hide silverware and shit like that. She was worried about dishes when she should have been worried about her health. Okay. I know, shoot, you know, whoever, I mean, family member of mine listen to me, whatever, they don't really listen to me. Probably don't even know I have this channel or whatever. I don't know, but no, I ain't lying. You're worried about dishes and silverware. You can't take that shit with you. You can't take that with you. It's nothing. It's priorities. A lot of times it's a situation where our priorities are totally off. We're worried about the wrong stuff, doing the wrong things. Another Pennywise dollar foolish situation. Overexerting yourself, overworking yourself for capital, or actually not even for capital, for basically for money. That's a Pennywise dollar foolish decision. The broke genius don't exert himself over capital. I learned that the long way. My mother gone, early age. Father's kind of older, but even 70. I mean, hell, shit. That's in modern society, you should be able to live to 80, but 70 is, I guess, all right for a man. But my mother definitely 62, way too young in the modern standards as far as women is concerned. Way too young. A lot of people, like, I love one of mine, like, family member, young, just had a stroke. Working too much, working side jobs, not sleeping. I don't know this movement. I hear about it, but I don't really hear too much about it. But I've heard people say it. I'll sleep when I die. I don't sleep, because sleep is the cousin of death. Or I don't sleep. Sleeping is for poor people. Okay. That ain't nothing but that's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster, because you basically, this is what sleep is. Okay, sleep recharges your body like a cell phone. Basically, what you're doing is you're tapping into something that you need right now to have a better tomorrow. I get it. I understand it. But you giving up something in that. Your body gonna shut down for you. You don't wanna shut down, but your body gonna shut you down. Your body gonna be like, oh, okay, well, you want to just keep, working, banging and skeeting and eating whatever you want to and doing whatever you want to, and what I'm saying, chasing this paper. Okay. Well, shut down. Your body like initiate shutdown procedure starting now. Oh, Elizabeth, it's the big one. It's the big one. I'm coming to join you, baby. You big dummy. I mean, I learned this when I had my old blog. brokegenius.blogspot.com. Man, I sell herbs, man. I sell go on this site here. This is what I sell. I send you some. I know you got the bread, so you can't say you ain't got the bread. I ain't even giving you no free samples. Get the knockout. Go here, get the knockout. Okay. What it's gonna do is you're gonna take it nothing but before bedtime. You're gonna take like two of them, two capsules right before you go to bed. I mean, of course, make sure you know, took a bath and all of that other stuff. By the knockout, it's gonna basically get your sleep cycles back. It has minerals in it, supplements that'll basically get your sleep cycle back. One of the things is, I'm gonna tell you, and I've said this in other videos. I've even outed myself. Shit. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but I had to keep it real. I've had sleeping issues. I've had severe sleeping issues. Okay. Um, this my product, the knockout, it changed. It changed um a lot of those problems. It literally helped me sleep a lot better. Okay. Um, it's not a product that I sell a lot of. I've given a lot of it to my family members, and they love it because they've had sleeping issues. But it's a good product because it does what it does. Okay. Um, a lot of people do have problems sleeping. My cousin, he did not want to take. I was offering him free 99. He didn't want to take it. A lot of people got ego issues. Their egos, okay, your ego. A lot of times, yeah, your egos are in the middle. They're the dollar sign of that Pennywise, and they're right in between Pennywise and Dollar Foolish. Your ego is a lot of times in between that because your ego will stop you from making decisions. A lot of times, people's egos. But it was like that because I was literally offering him. I just wanted his address. I was gonna ship him out some herbs, some sleeping herbs. And I mean, the thing is this. Yeah, he had a stroke over the weekend. I was really sad about it. Still, even to this day, you know. I was watching this documentary on Chicago. I couldn't even watch it all, man. I had to turn it off because I remember being in those project buildings, man, walking in them project buildings, pissy hallways, taking a piss in the hallways. And I survived so much poverty that it's just sad. I had to overcome and had to survive and be around so many people that was in poverty, man. It is sad, man. Very, very sad. And even trying to, day by day grind it out, you know, increase assets and do what you got to do, compete. It's just sad, man. It's kind of like a combination of PTSD, but like I call it, post um uh what do I call it? Poverty, post traumatic poverty disorder. Yeah, it's not PTSD, but PTPD. It's like, man, I done been through some traumatic ass experiments, man, like experiences like, cause see, the thing about the black community and growing around a lot of black people, a lot of it is basically, I appreciate it, man. A lot of black people are kind of poor. A lot of black people are poor. There's a lot of it's, certain communities like basically black people are the lower strung of society in America. And it's like depending on where you are, you're surrounded by poverty. Like I grew up in basically, Chicago, South Chicagoland area. I was around a lot of poor people, man. And then, I gradually got around a lot of people. I moved to the suburbs, but I was around even still, even being in the suburbs, you know, driving past the projects. I mean, everybody did, but you're surrounded like by poverty, man. Like, I mean, even I'm in the south side of Chicago now. I see people that got money, yeah, but then I see people who ain't got money. And then don't even start where I'm fucking trying to fucking live. Oh my god. That's a freaking dragon I'm gonna have to slay. Gary, Indiana? Oh my god. What the fuck? Sometimes I be like, what the fuck am I getting myself into? Yeah, I can make my house look nice on the inside and shit, but goddamn, outside that motherfucker's gonna be a whole nother story. I'm gonna need a team of millionaires to fucking solve this problem. Matter of fact, one or two or three billionaires, which, yeah, some billionaires this or businessmen is working in Gary. I've heard some situations or it's some things in the works, but yeah, man, it's like just like I said, man, a lot of it is like I say, post traumatic poverty disorder and survivor's guilt. I survived a lot of this, a lot of people, what a lot of people have not. I've survived it. I've survived. Matter of fact, I've survived. I got it down to a science. I got it down to a science. I've come. This ain't my first time like hitting rock bottom and coming back up. Like this is like not my first time. I mean, it's like, man, I mean, I do to a certain extent have a little bit of survival's guilt, man. I mean, it's like I peep game. I peeped a lot of things. I noticed a lot of things and overcame it. Been patient, and it's like other people weren't able to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, I do feel like I feel bad, man. And a lot of people, man, they ain't as fortunate. They ain't do the right thing or whatever, or you know, a lot of people ain't here no more because they was working too much and partying too much and eating the wrong stuff, and you know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad, man. Man, I gotta be, I gotta make it, man. I definitely do, man. NBA, man. You know, never broke again, man. Never broke again. Once I make it, hey, I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to be in the NBA, man. I'm trying to be in the NBA Hall of Fame. Shoot, I can't do it no more, man. I can't do it, man. But the thing is, man, yeah, man, it's like Pennywise dollar foolish decisions like that, man. Like worrying about the wrong stuff. I health and wealth, man. It's the biggest thing. It's really health. Low key, I forget that at times. It's health, but also wealth because a lot of people, man, they wouldn't have lived as long as they did if they was broke. Now, I don't think a lot of these people, man, that lived in their 90s and stuff like that. I don't think they would have lived that long if they was broke, man. I just don't see it. Don't see it, man. That money does help. That money does help, man. You could buy all the herbs you want. You could buy all the medicine, all the natural cures, or the, you know, experimental procedures. You could pay for all of that. Therapy, go to other countries, and then, you know, they use their medical treatment on you. Like India has some of the best, some good medical treatment. I ain't gonna say the best because I don't know. I'm not in the medical field. Yeah, I mean, but you got Mexico. They have some pretty good medical treatment as far as I heard. Other countries, Europe, You know, Germany probably got some. I'm pretty sure they got some good doctors. You know, in Europe, people go to other countries to get medical treatment. It pays when you got that bread, when you got that money. That does help. So I ain't gonna say it you know don't matter. Does matter. Does make a difference. Does make a difference. I mean, when you got some when your money long, it goes a long way to help you take care of your medical care. I mean, the way things are designed. So, like for example, medical costs didn't cost that much like 50, 60 years ago. It just didn't cost that much. Well, a lot of things didn't, but they've already did the medical documentaries and everything. The guy, Eagle Scout guy, I think he lives in Michigan. Fat dude, forgot his name, but he already did the doc. There's already documentaries on the medical industry. Okay, and how they already charted the medical costs from like a long time ago to now. They already documented that. Like modern medicine is a $1 trillion business. You know, and you know a lot of the costs involved is just very expensive to get modern medicine. Now there's a growing natural medicine community that's very old, thousands, tens of thousands of years old, that is slowly trying to, you know, get more mainstream. But even you know, it's herbs that are very expensive. It helps if you have money to buy them. Okay. I mean, it's just that simple. Like even a lot of the like natural elixirs and herbs and stuff like that, they cost a little bread. It costs money. Like um it helps if you have some money. But the thing is that when, like I said, you overexerting yourself, you're actually taking the actual sacrifice, the blood sacrifice to not sleep because you want to work and make money. That's going you gonna pay for that. Trust and believe you're going to pay for that. If not right now, definitely in the future. Because like I say, your body gonna tell you, you know, hey bruh, you ain't been listening to me. Um I'm about to initiate countdown in like, you know, 30 seconds. If you don't go to sleep, you know, I gave you a heart palpitation, you know, to remind you, man, that things ain't right. You ain't drinking enough water. A lot of you people, man, okay, you don't understand. You not drinking enough water. That pop, juice, coffee, even. You know, I drink coffee, but I'm not drinking any tonight. But those are diuretics. I learned that when I was in training class to be a Comcast cable technician. Um, when you drink pop, coffee, juice, um, any sugary drinks, even Gatorade, it's not a supplement for water. You need water to flush that stuff out, and those things are diuretics. They take water from your body. They don't supplement water. And pop definitely takes from your body and is also not good for you. I mean, look at go put okay, these kids, man, a lot of these kids they do some very good, you know, scientific experiments and stuff like that. I remember back when I was working in the school system, they did the whole experiment where they fed the plant water, pop, juice, and like maybe another something else or something like that. And basically they showed the effects of that. I mean, obviously the pop plant just couldn't take it, just died. Plant, they fed the plant pop, it was gone. All of it was not, the plant wasn't doing well, right? But the water, the plant that had the water did the best, so it's like we're addicted to sugar, because that's just how it is. Sugar was like the first drug. It was like before cocaine, it was sugar. Sugar was an accelerant. Sugar is also an accelerant. It just, kind of amps you up. I'll even say this. I'll say this, if Soul Shader, if you're still there, sugar makes it hard for you to sleep. When you drink a lot of juice at night, candy, like pastries, cookies, and stuff like that, anything with sugar content in it, it makes it very difficult for you to sleep. It's almost like a crackhead trying to sleep, because sugar is actually very similar to a drug. It actually is a stimulant. I said accelerant, but it's actually a stimulant. So when you intake a lot of sugar throughout the day, especially like right before bedtime, very difficult to sleep. And I forget this myself. I have to remind myself of this because I absolutely am a sugar junkie, and yeah, sugar makes it very difficult for you to sleep, to get a good night's sleep. It literally robs you of sleep. Okay. So, but working, sacrificing your sleep to gain capital, or to gain money, it really, in the long term, it's a penny wise, dollar foolish decision. Now, if you can get your body amped up to actually be able to do that, that's a different story. What I mean by that is this: instead of you going cold turkey and doing the 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and the 5 p.m. to like 12 a.m. thing, you gradually get your body to do that, to get in that groove. You don't just go cold turkey and just do it, right? You get your body acclimated to that. You get your body ready to basically, okay, we're gonna work on 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and we're gonna be basically ready to go and see how we feel after 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Well, we clock off the job and then go to another job or a side hustle or something like that. Meaning you do whatever it takes for your body to get to where you're not dog ass tired after you work your little first job or whatever, right? Because a lot of times it's like this. You can actually get your body to be able to do that. It's people that do it every day. It's people that do it, okay? It's people that even work longer than that. But you have to have the diet for that. And I'm gonna give you the secret. If you want to be that basically, that would be like someone that works like over 15 hours a day or something like that. You really need to have a plant-based diet. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being 100% honest with you. Because the reason why is because, like, plants, they are they give you the nutrients and everything that you need because it's like you're eating something that is very natural and living and it's like green. It's like life. You're eating life, right? Well, when we eat a lot of what we eat, hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken, pizza with sausage on it, pepperoni, and blah 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 blah. We're eating dead flesh. We're eating death. So when you eat death, notice how 1 o'clock rolls by after you done had your 12 p.m. lunch. You done had a Subway sandwich with fake tuna, chips, soda. You done had I don't know, meatball sub and, loaded with all of the works and cheese, and you had a pop, and then you had some chips. 1 p.m. comes, you're all full. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. 1 p.m. comes up, you're like, damn, man, where's the fucking bed in this bitch? God damn, do I have to go to my car and pull the seats back? Man, I gotta go to the freaking bathroom stall again and go, goddamn it, go to sleep. Cause that flesh is hitting your bloodstream, and it's like kind of like euphoria. It feels good. You done ate some dead flesh, and you're like, your blood is all clogged up, and it's like literally, I just come to think of it, your body is like basically saying we need more rest to actually break this shit down. Hey, bruh, we we got all of this flesh in here. We need you to go to sleep so we can just break this shit down. And then, by the way, drink some more water while you at it so we can, basically break all of this down to enzymes so we can process it out of your body. I mean, that's basically what happens every 12 p.m. at lunchtime in America. Literally. I'm gonna go get me some water and I'll be right back. So yeah, you done ate this Subway sandwich. It's fire. It's so good, so delicious, so yum. And you just got by 1:30, your eyes are trying to, have a weightlifting contest. And the contest is to keep your lids open. And it's because of what you're eating, your diet. Literally. A lot of people already know this. A lot of people know this and they still eat flesh, that's me. But, you know, I guess zombie life is life sometimes. But I know better. A lot of people don't even know better. But the thing is that I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what actually happens. And the reason why I say if you want to do that 15-hour shift type thing where you actually working 2 jobs or a job and a side hustle or 2 hustles, whatever you want to, point it out to be. And then you just like basically eat a lot of plants based stuff like hummus, mixed nuts, veggies, fruits, a lot of water. Ideally, even fast, because I fasted. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if I told you guys. I fasted with I did a liquid fast for almost a week, and I mean, I felt excellent. I don't even know why I don't even try to do it anymore. Like, I just like be forgetful. I don't know why I don't even try to do it again, because I was basically it wasn't even that difficult. It was fairly easy. I've fasted before. I've done dry fast where you couldn't drink, you couldn't eat. I've done liquid fast where it was just, I mean, not liquid, it was just water fast. Water fasting is kind of hard. It's kind of difficult. None but water. But what I did was I drank juice, water, tea, coffee, and milk. It was not that difficult. I cheated a little bit with some cookies, but man, I wasn't eating hard. I wouldn't eat nothing, nothing at all. Like, as far as no food, no actual food. Like, I never forget, man. TMI, but I was taking dumps, man, like crazy, like, because I still had all of this stuff backed up in my body. I was like literally like, man, why am I steady taking dumps? I ain't ate no food, no meat or nothing. Like, it been 3 days, I ain't ate nothing. Why am I still taking dumps? And it's because I was so clogged up. It was literally, I was just clogged up. I literally probably haven't fasted for a long, I couldn't even remember. Like, I just sometimes I mean, basically not even sometimes, the fasting is good because you ain't never really gave your body a break. It just you eating. I mean, one thing I'll say, man, a lot of stuff happens. They done had a famine in Yemen. They've had a famine in Ethiopia, I heard. They had a famine in Somalia. And historically, they've had famines all over the Horn of Africa. Like, man, that song "We Are the World" with all of them, with Michael Jackson, all of them. That song was made in the early '80s. That was based off of a drive, because it was a famine. It was a war going on in Ethiopia, and it was a famine. And you know, America, man, fortunately, we haven't had no problem with no food. Like, one thing I say in this country, man, you don't have it's no like, I don't give bums no money for like, when they say food, really. And I know this is like probably counterproductive. What the hell is you talking about? You actually trying to donate some of your Robin Hood freaking profits that you've made, returns, to someone that's, you know, freaking homeless or whatever. But the thing is this, yeah, I know, but what else can I give them? I got freaking $6, $12. What, buy them a t-shirt? I mean, some socks. I mean, what can I do? If you think I could do something better than give them a meal, let me know. I might be wrong with that. But I thought about it like, man, I just give somebody less fortunate a meal. They tell a story, bada bing, bada boom, bada bum. I mean, that was what I was thinking. But if you think something else, let me know. But the thing is, basically, you don't have a food problem in America. Like, that's one of the great things about this country is no food problem. It's no food shortage. And if you say it is, I'll counter it very easily. You can go in a grocery store and go run right into the food aisle, take as much food as you want, and run out. Most of the time, you're not going to get caught. Guess what? Even if you get caught, they're going to take you to the nearest jail cell, And then they gonna throw you a bag of lunch. They gonna throw you a bag lunch. And then you gonna get charged. If you get charged, you're gonna get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your problem was you were starving. I know I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious. Like this this is the wonderful thing about America. Okay, no food problem. Like in its food pantries, and food is very abundant. So you're gonna eat. It's not gonna be any breaks. So fasting is very, very important. Give your body a break. Give your body some discipline too, because you might be in a situation where you go out and camping. I don't camp. Some of you guys have been camping. You know, I know some of you guys are ex-army guys and Marine guys and stuff like that. I was in the Navy. We was on the ship. There wasn't no freaking camping in the woods, no backpacks, and we out in the woods with M16s. Just wasn't what I signed up for. So I've never camped. I just never camped. And I'm not really interested in camping. I've seen a lot of movies. I saw a lot of Jason movies in the 80s. Camping, no. I don't think I would be okay without camping ever. Like if I ever had to not camp, I'll be okay with it. But let's just say I had to. Well, fasting might help you. Or let's just say I wanted to sign up to be on Naked and Afraid. That's the new thing, be on a reality show, right? You sign up to be on Naked Afraid. Well, everybody out just starving, man. I'm already used to fasting. I just need some adequate water and I'm fine. Everybody else, they all afraid. I'm good. I'm all calm. Only thing pissing me off is all these bugs biting me. But the food aspect, I'm good because I've already disciplined myself to fast for a long time. That's what I'm talking about. But just on the health side, it's just phenomenal. It is very, very phenomenal. I was doing it, I have to say, and I'm single or divorced, whatever. I was doing it because I was trying to get ready for an appointment. And I have to say, after that fast, I felt like I was 19 again. I had some of the best sex that haven't had in years, and that was one of the reasons that I was fasting for. And yeah, that's the thing that with a lot of times you got problems, and all of that stuff, and ED and this, that, and the third. A lot of it is just even high blood pressure and all this other shit. It's fucking your diet. It's clogged, being clogged. You clogged. All these fat people and obesity, morbidly obesity, extreme morbid obesity. Clogged. You're clogged. You got too much shit in your body. You got too much fat in your freaking body. Literally, that's what it is. You have a deficit. Because, see, here's the thing. I ain't gonna lie. I talked about on a video before the hardest things to do. Like, I do agree that it is harder to become rich or wealthy than it is to lose weight. You can lose weight. It's I think it is easier to lose weight than to actually get rich. I really do. Like, I'm talking about, like, I'm not talking about like 20 pounds and shit. Like, I'm talking about like 100 pounds. it's probably easier to gain $100,000 from a profit from something, right? Or let's even, let's just say 100 grand. It's harder to get that, to me, in my opinion, than it is to lose weight. Losing weight you can do. It's the situation of the fast. You can do it overnight because basically, and then I also use my supplements. I used sea moss. I fasted with sea moss because sea moss has 92 of the 97 nutrients the body needs. You literally have all of that just taking sea moss. Sea moss alone with water, you literally can water fast, and you're not losing hardly anything because it has most of the nutrients your body needs. What fasting does, why it works so well, is you're doing an extreme caloric deficit. Your caloric deficit is extreme. So it's like an extreme diet. Fasting is basically just an extreme diet because basically you're not eating hardly anything. Okay, even a liquid fast, it doesn't have that much content as long as you even, I would even say not even drink juice, just natural juice if you can. If you can make natural juice, I mean, everybody has the blender, get some fruit, make a smoothie, right? For your natural juice. Or even if you got a little coins, get you a juicer, make your own juice, right? That's better than the actual juice from the store. And you can you drinking this stuff, you drinking juice or whatever you want to feel, once you want to drink coffee, whatever. It doesn't have that much as a freaking Whopper with cheese from Burger King. So your caloric deficit is huge. It's like going downhill. It's like almost nil. And you're not eating like nothing like huge, like with high in calories. So your body gets a chance to actually like literally flush all of that stuff you ate years and years and years ago out of your body. So you could actually do this and literally you could probably lose 50 pounds within, if you could do it over a few months, like 3 or 4 months. I wouldn't be surprised at all you lose 50, 60 pounds because you're putting yourself in a caloric deficit where you're literally, one thing about the body is it looks for nutrients. It looks for whatever it can to break down, like, for fuel for your body. So once you flush all of the stuff that you ate out of, like, for example, let's say you went on this particular fast for a week or two. After like 2 weeks, you done flushed a lot of stuff out that you've had in your body for who knows how long. After a while, your body is literally looking for whatever it can to find for fuel for your body. It's breaking down everything. It's like going in your eyeballs, your eye sockets, your jaws, your under your earlobes, under your double chin. it's going in, you losing your ball fat. Under your arms, fat under your arms, your little man breasts. It's trying to find everything it can to break down this to get fuel, because you're at a deficit. You're still fasting. you're at a deficit. So your body is like trying to crunch everything down to find in your legs, your whole entire body. It's like trying to find this fuel because it's a lack of fuel, a lack of resources because you've set your body up to have a caloric deficit. This is like why fasting is the most effective way to lose weight, the most effective way to actually like someone that had a very like life-changing medical um situation that happened, like my cousin, stroke, heart attack, or they even have diabetes, or um in my case, I'm trying to be ready for a 31-year-old next week. And boy, when I say, when I say that, um, when she said, man, she ain't never felt like that before. Man, I was like, I need to go on fast for about a month. But yeah, I had to let her go because she was full of shit. She got some growing up to do. But yeah, um, it's just you gotta a lot of the times you're like, man, I'm old, I'm fat, I'm blah 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 blah. No, you just clogged up. A lot of people are clogged up. Just clogged up. I mean, you so used to eating and stuff like that. You're used to not going without. Dieting is hard. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The first, like it was challenging. The fast was challenging. And I'm in Chicago. So Chicago is like a food metropolis. People come here just to eat. I'm driving past like establishments that people come here just for these establishments. It was difficult. I'm not gonna say it was easy. It was very difficult, especially the longer you go. Okay, the first day or two was difficult. After about the third day, you get into it, as far as in my opinion. But the fourth, fifth day, you like, damn, man, I want me a taco or something. I'm like, you know, I mean, you start to get these intense cravings. It's cravings, right? And that's what it is. It's like really it's just cravings. But you can do stuff like to get your mind off of the cravings. I just discovered just yesterday hummus. I've had hummus before, but I got some at work in the cafeteria, and I'm like, this shit is fucking awesome. Like, I just take shit and then I just see how my body feels. And when my body, like, man, dude, what the fuck is this? This some good shit. It's like, this is what my body's saying. And then I look up, like, the benefits and stuff like that. I'm like, I really don't really necessarily like hummus. It's all right. But how my body feels is like, this shit is great. Okay. And another thing is, I was watching a video on the Etruscans. And the Etruscans were the first Romans. They were black. They were black, dark skin black. And I was like, yeah, this is probably what they was eating back then, like thousands of years ago. They was eating, hummus is a Mediterranean dish. So I'm like, I was kind of trying to, be in a kind of feel of this awesome video that I watched. And I had some hummus. And when I tell you I felt great, I usually after work when I'm eating like a bunch of meat and stuff, which I kind of normally do, and I know it's not good, I be tired. And then low key, I just kind of be tired just in general. Cause I'm not really a morning person. But that hummus, it gave me some energy, like some fuel, to where I had a good ride home. I had a real good ride home, other than like feeling sad about thinking about when I saw that documentary on the projects in Chicago and like, poor people coming from the South coming into Chicago, and then they just dumped them all in the projects. And it's like, that was kind of sad. There was some sad moments, boy. Some memories came back. I was like, God, dog. But I had the energy that I literally was not used to, because I take my herbs and stuff. I gotta actually make some more of my male enhancement pill that I take is Sex God. It's called Sex God, and it's a male enhancement pill. It kind of pumps your blood up. I gotta actually make some of that before I go to sleep tonight, because I ran out, because I sell it. It's like something that I actually sell a lot of. I market a lot of it, and I if I get a sale, that's what I'm getting a sale off of. It's Sex God. So I don't get to use it a lot because I'm always selling it. And then I got to actually sit there and actually capsulize these herbs. It takes some time, and I'll just be like forgetting to do it, and actually don't even want to do it. But I got to make me some, because I want to take that with my all herbs, which I actually made a product with all of the herbs I sell except the Sex Goddess and the Knockout. Well, actually, it is in there. It's actually in there because the actual properties are it's in the mix as far as things, but primarily not the strawberry. But I mixed everything except the Knockout, because basically the Knockout, that is only for really when you going to sleep, when you're trying to go to sleep. That shit is one thing about my product, the Knockout. I literally I got it right the first time. Okay. Now, I literally got it right the first time. I didn't have to edit it or anything or add anything to it. I got it right the first time. I took it. I'm gonna take some tonight before I get off this live and make my little herbs and stuff for the week. Um, I just remember just when the first times I was taking it, I just take it and then I go to sleep, and then I'm waking up like, damn, what the hell? The sun up. I'm like, what the? It's like I just took a psychotropic or some freaking what do they call it? Molly or something. Like I literally don't even remember dreaming in that. I just wake up like it's like shocking, like what the I had that type of sleep, that's some good sleep. When you sleep like that, where you just wake up in the sun come up or your alarm go off and you wake up and you had no interruptions, that's some damn good sleep. Or no, the better sleep to that is when you go to sleep and you got prints of like the sheets in your face, like you got little baby wrinkles in your face where you done slept into the pillow, into the shape of the fabric of the pillow and whatnot, and you done woke up and like you done molded into the bed. Now that's some that probably tops that. That's real good sleep too. That's that baby sleep like a baby. But definitely when you going to sleep and then it ain't no interruptions, you just remember going to sleep, and then your alarm go off, or you wake up when the sun come up, that's some real good sleep. Without no interruptions, you going from, it's just a smooth cycle from like REM cycle to, a complete REM is going through, and then it's full REM to the moment where you sleep and then you wake up. That's what type of sleep I get from when I take my knockout. A lot of this stuff, it's like my own super soldier serum. Like a lot of this stuff is like, it literally, when I say your health is your wealth, I literally like, I have a very enriched life because I take my own product. All of my products I take myself. I try to sell it. I try to market it. Try to remember, it's time to market. It's time to market. I've spent some money on Google. I make a little money off of my website itself because they got ads of other stuff on there. But I actually use my own products. I also I have hemp oil, and that's 100% FDA approved. So feds trump all of the states. So a lot of people don't know about it, but hemp oil is very good for your brain. It's just high in omega-3. It's got a lot of stuff in it. It's actually even good. Even mothers, expecting mothers, pregnant women can take it. It does not harm the fetus. It does not harm the baby. It's all natural. I take that too, and that calms me down because a lot of times I'm like really amped up. A lot of times because of the sugar, that calms me down. I just sell that personally because I had it on my website before, and I had problems with my credit card processor, so I just took it down. But I do sell that. But like I say, I sell this. I use this stuff. You know, um, I use it to just like overall health and wellness. And man, I be it's all about how you feel, how you think, and how you sleep, and how how healthy you are, man. That is everything because I was watching this audio book on the art of getting money, and it's like an old book by Barnum and Bailey or something like that, or T. Barnum or something like that. And one of the suggestions in the book was basically that what good is money if you're not feeling good, you know? Um it really don't serve that much of a purpose if you're not feeling good and stuff like that, if you're not healthy, other than you just like, for example, I'll just say one case, the late Chadwick Boseman, he was just kind of sacrificing himself because he already kind of knew his time was coming because he had a really severe case of cancer, and he was just working it out because he already knew he had a baby on the way, and he knew he wanted to make as much as he could still while he still was living. Dr. Pryor already gave him a prognosis and a timeline for the prognosis, so he was just working until that time came, or till he expired ultimately. But that's a case there, I can say. But um normally, yeah, typically just feeling bad and living, you ultimately is not really enjoying life when you're not well, you're not healthy. And I've still got health videos up on my channel. That's how I got the most subscribers that I got, and I never forget that. Like I I don't make as much money off this channel as other people, but the thing is I do have a lot of subscribers, and how I got them was primarily through the actual posts that I do about, you know, health and wellness basically. So I always will go back to that to a certain extent, but I do have another channel where I talk about primarily health and wellness. It's on my Al's Herbs channel. But I'll still talk about that here on this channel as well. But yeah, I mean, it's you know, this is something that was on my to-do list as far as topics, you know, Pennywise, dollar foolish. Um it was something that was on the docket. I was like, what can I talk about tonight? I felt like talking about something. And yeah, you know, it's very it's a lot of an examples of Pennywise dollar foolish examples, you know. Don't worry about the small stuff basically. You know, the small if the juice is not worth the squeeze, don't worry about it. You know, don't worry about the small stuff. As far as things, as far as like, don't invest in something that is a penny when you're gonna lose $1. I mean, that's basically the Pennywise dollar foolish argument in a nutshell. And I'm be looking out for you, man. Soul Shader, I'm gonna hold you by that. You know, I should get a notification. You know, I got an order for knockout, and then I gotta make up some and ship it out to you. So I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you by that. Um, Somebody said, some dude said he gave me $6 in a cash out. I ain't got a six. I ain't get 6 pennies. I don't know if he sent. I don't know who he sent that cash out to. I ain't get no $6. but anyway, you know, it's be people talking about, yeah, I bought your book or I'm gonna buy your book, and they ain't bought my book. Man, you ain't got a lot to kick it, man. It's cool. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I still respect you. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna definitely, like I say, gotta make me up some herbs, and then remember to take my sleep, my knockout myself. Because tomorrow still gonna be, I estimate it's gonna be a little bit busy. Um, Stop snowing, but got a lot of stuff to do at the office tomorrow. So yeah, I'll check you later, man. You have a good one. Um, Definitely, I can't wait to hear once you get the knockout, if you order it. What your response is, man. Probably not gonna be talking to you too much because you're probably gonna be asleep, but it's cool, man. I rather you get your good night's sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, sleep is very important when it comes to sex too. You know, a lot of you older guys that's having problems getting it up and stuff too. Like one of the things about sleep, one of the recipes for, I would say, um, basically, let's just say blood flow. Let's just say blood flow, because blood flow actually is why a lot of men have erection problems. I know not you, Soul Shader, because you're young. When I was your age, I had no issues. I was I was like the Princess Zamunda, man. But you know, you guys 35, 40 plus, um, you gotta drink water, gotta get good sleep. You really need to exercise, get the blood flowing, and you know, diet. Those are the four things that basically helps with, you know, blood flow. Because a lot of times people that have ED problems and stuff like that also have high blood pressure situations, or problems with high blood pressure, might even have diabetes, overweight, and also might have had a heart attack or two, you know. So those, you deal with that problem, and that actual problem actually deals with the other secondary problems, or you know, problems down below in your lower chakra. You know, the blood flow is basically those things I just said. So, you know, play back this video. Definitely feel free to you know, share it, like it, you know, um try to, you know, live the best life you possibly can, you know, because that's definitely a wise decision, you know. um so I bid you farewell, you guys. Basically, you have a good one. Yeah, man, Soul Shader, enjoy it, man, while you can. Definitely enjoy. You know, get older, you know, you might be able to even avoid a lot of this stuff by basically you know, wisdom of older people that have actually kind of, you know, just fucked up. You know, you can literally, like, I mean, basically what I'm saying is a lot of what I know, what I a lot of my genius, or my wisdom, or whatever, or things I know, it come from watching older people fuck up. That when I grew up, like watching older people take L's, I learned a lot from that. Like, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. So if you can literally, like, you can bend back like Neo and avoid a lot of shit by, like, basically knowing, oh, I saw this crackhead do this, I'm not gonna do it. I saw this like older dude do this, my father did this, my uncle did this, my cousin, blah blah blah. All these people, you could watch them and actually see in real time what they actually did, their hardships, and not do them, and avoid a lot of shit, and literally, yeah, avoid a lot of problems just watching other people and how they were affected by their decisions. So yeah, so yep, so yeah, pretty much. Okay, so yeah, man, I'll check you out. I probably, I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. I'll see what I could talk about tomorrow, because I'm just trying to go through my topics, and you know, see if I can do something tomorrow. So, you know, I always I got a topic list that I go by. So this is one of the ones that I had. So anyways, yeah, bid you a good night. Take it easy.